Welcome to Manor Park. Here we are today giving you the last walkabout before our sale, which is the 25th of May, which is Saturday, which starts at 10 o'clock. But we're giving you the walkabout now of the cars that have come in this week. This is one of them, which my learned friend Tim knows all about these. So Tim,
I do. Well, I'd like to think I do anyway. Yeah, it's a lovely Austin Mini Countryman, a Woody. This car has been the subject to an extensive restoration, Jim. Towards the back end of 2019, 2020, £8,500 in parts alone.
Wow.
That's without labour.
Yeah.
It's in glorious condition. It's got an upgraded 998 engine in it. It would have had an 850 original, so it makes it a bit more practical, a bit more usable.
A bit more usable than the
stage. But as you
traffic,
can see,
yeah.
It's in lovely condition. Guided somewhere between £10,000 and £12,000, this one.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I love it.
Next up, Jim, we've got this lovely Bentley. Tell us more about this one.
Well, I know all about these because I was around Bentley at the time. This is a Bentley Speed. It's a 2008 model. It's done just on 100,000 miles, but it has a great history. The Speed gave you the Mulliner trim, different wheels, bit more performance, bit more of a unique car.
Yeah.
That's the unique anyway. What I can't believe is the guide price on this.
Go on.
Well, 13 to 15, I believe.
Wow. That's a lot of car for the money, isn't it?
I stutter because I can't believe the car is guided so low, and it's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
But anyway, come and see
Nice
it.
car. So the next one, Jim, is another Bentley, another two-door Bentley. Tell us about this one.
Well, this is a very special Bentley. It's not, the Continentals were great. This predates the Continental, and in most people's mind, this is the Bentley Mulsanne Turbo R Coupe, if you want to describe it that way, but it's a lot more than that. It's a Continental R. The car is stunning. It's a 1997. I think it's guided between 35 and 40.
Yeah.
The condition is absolutely amazing. It's come out of a private collection. There's a gentleman that we've had, John, lovely chap, that we've had a few cars off, and he's thinning his collection down.
Right.
And he keeps his cars immaculate. And this is
it's lovely.
Immaculate. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Again, what a car. I think they only built a very limited number of them. There won't be many left, and this one has to be one of the best condition-wise.
Amazing. Just under 100,000 miles as well.
It has.
But
you wouldn't know.
Year. No, you wouldn't know.
The car, and it doesn't matter one of these because these are mighty strong. Mileage is very secondary on these. It's all about condition, history.
Yeah, it's lovely.
And both are fabulous.
Yeah, nice.
Bit of you, then.
Pay rise.
Here's the next one. This is a very, very nice Bentley 8. So, Tim, tell me about this.
Yeah, super example. Fern green with the cream leather. Really unusual combination of colours here. The mesh grille on the front. Allegedly, this is the Motor Show car 1988, which is on the Bentley stand.
I can see why.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Yes.
Lots of history with this one, Jim, I think, as well.
There is lovely. Oh, the history is absolutely amazing. It's a die for.
Yeah,
it's
and you
beautiful.
mentioned it drives nice as well.
I did. I had the pleasure of driving it yesterday, and I was pleasantly surprised because you kind of get into a car expecting it to be something.
Yeah.
This blew me away. It drove fantastic.
Yeah.
And I can't believe the guide price on it.
£8,000 to £9,000.
Wowee. Right, Tim. How nice is this?
It's lovely, isn't it, Jim? What a usable classic. Late 90s, Escort, Flight, 1.6, 16 valve. Normally with Fords at this age, the paint fade is atrocious.
Yeah.
But this one looks lovely. Interior is really nice. 42,000 miles. Cam belt's been done recently as well.
Nice.
I've been around this. Normally the rear arches rot out. Rear arches are fine on this one. It's a very straight little car, this. One thing as well that I like, the matching number plates front and rear, TT Harrison, which I believe was the supplying dealer.
Yes.
Just a nice touch. It's just a nice usable classic. No reserve as well, so somebody's got a bargain there. Now, the next one is something special. I love a Jag, but Jim loves Jags even more than I do. What about this one, Jim?
Well, before we go any further, if you want to bid on this, you may just be bidding against me. Anyway, this is a Jaguar XKR Black Pack Special. That's important because it's not just your average XKR. This car is de-restricted, top speed 174 miles an hour, allegedly. 0 to 60 is around 4.5 seconds. The specification, black wheels, different body kit, rear spoiler. It's just stunning, but it's a very, very rare car. There weren't many of these made. They were frighteningly expensive back in the day. This one has done an exceptionally low mileage. Check it out on the website, www.manorparkclassics.com. But like I say, Tim, I was just past the MOT as well.
Excellent.
Yesterday. But this is, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it is. It's great, isn't it?
I want it.
Yeah, 25 to 27 on this one was the estimate. Which again, when you consider the performance...
Well, when you consider how much it would have been new, and as you say, the performance, and this is supercar performance.
It is, isn't it?
Runabout money.
Yeah.
It's scary.
Yeah.
But what a car. Stunning condition, stunning car. And you know what? There's very few cars you can say that is an investment. This possibly is because of its rarity.
Beautiful. A sporty Mercedes next, Jim. Equivalent to the BMW M3.
Yes.
But nothing like that.
Nothing
M3
like
price-wise.
a bit more refined, arguably. Maybe a bit rarer.
Yeah.
People will call it the Cosworth. It's not quite. It's the 2.5 16 valve with the Cosworth body kit.
Nice.
Very, very special car, though. This
Yeah.
one's a great colour. It's smoked silver, black leather. Everything about it is correct. Everything about it is factory. Very rare car. Very classy as well. You know, I love this car. It's
It's
beautiful.
nice, isn't it? Nice looking car.
And I think the guide price on it is 18 to 20.
18 to 20, Jim, yeah. Yeah.
Well, you know, again, a bit like the XKR earlier on, certain cars do have an investment value, and this is one of them.
Yeah.
And when you consider the price of an M3 E30 of the time, you know, it's 5-6 times that price. So this is a bit of a sleeper.
Makes it look like a real bargain, actually, doesn't it?
I'll say. Yeah. It's another one I like. All right, come on, Tim. Tell me about this.
Now, this is a beauty. 280 SL, R107 model, in this beautiful metallic blue with the cream leather.
Is it blue or is it green?
Well, it's blue or green.
I don't know.
Just
But
depends what light it is. It's lovely anyway.
It is. It's got great chrome and great wheels too. 57,000
miles on this one, Jim. You've got an MOT through to later on this year. It's in super condition by the looks of it.
Isn't it?
I
love it.
So obviously it's been looked after. You get the hard top as well, colour-coded hard top, which is good as well.
And the rear seat.
And the rear seat as well, yes.
Yeah.
Good point. Good point. And guided on this one, let me just check on this one, Jim, because it won't be a huge amount of money, this one. We're looking at 12 to 14,000 pounds on this one.
12 to 14.
Yeah.
What a lot of car.
Nice.
What a lot of car. Wow.
Okay, so another Merc two-seater convertible, Jim.
Yes, this is an R129 in silver. Has got the hard top as well, which is a nice thing. They always get lost and broke, misplaced. This has got it. This car, I believe, is a no reserve car.
It is indeed. Yeah.
107,000 miles.
Yeah.
Is it 97, 98?
97, yeah.
Do you know what? It's rather nice, actually. For a no reserve Mercedes SL, this is quite nice. So again, worth a look.
Yep.
Right, Tim, tell me about this.
Yeah, well, this car is super. 51,000 miles, low owners as well. On the alloys, CL 500. So you get the benefit of the 5-litre V8, which sounds tremendous.
They do.
Lots of history with this one. And as you were letting me know before, Jim, a really rare colour combination, this one.
It is, because most of them are black or silver.
Yeah, they are. You're right.
It's very classy. It's very nice. And it's got the factory sunroof. It's a very classy colour combo. I like this.
And estimated somewhere between £5,000 and £6,000. So not a huge amount of money for a huge car.
But what a lot of car.
It is. It's great, isn't it? It's lovely. I know sometimes these are renowned for its kind of wings, a little bit of rot there, but this one is very, very nice. 1 or 2 little marks on it, so come and have a look at it. Purpose-built facility here in Runcorn. Come and have a look and see what you make of it. Another Merc for us. Jim, over to you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, SL350 facelift model, black with light grey leather, which is quite nice. And on the inside of it, it has the air scarf.
Okay,
which is very desirable extra. Yeah, wind deflector, beautiful car.
Yeah.
What can you say about an SL? They're bulletproof, aren't they? They're one of the best sports cars that are out there.
Nice.
In black with this, it's a great looking car, isn't it?
It is. Super.
But I think this is very, very cheap reserve.
Yeah.
I think what is it, 7 to 8?
7 to 8. 7 to 8 on this one.
Yeah, 7 to 8. Wow.
Probably 70 grand when it was new.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe it's touch more of the specification it's got, but
yeah.
it's value, that's for sure.
It is.
Yeah, come and see it. Right, Tim, here we go again, a silver SLK, but this one's a 350, I believe.
This one's a 350, so it's the 6-cylinder engine, Jim. Nice, quick car, this one. Very quick car. Nice no mileage on this one. 30,000 miles, one owner from you, and guided somewhere between £7,000 and £8,000.
Wow, what value?
Great value.
Yeah, lovely.
Right up your street. Tell us about this one.
Well, this is, again, it's a Carrera 2S, Tiptronic gearbox, black with black, upgraded wheels, red calipers. I mean, does it get any better than that for one of these? It's just, yeah, as Porsches go, this is it.
Looks nice.
It is. I love this car. I drove it yesterday. Didn't go very far in it, but it was just, I don't know, there's something about a 911, isn't there?
Sounds great.
It does. Lovely. I love the car.
And all for £15,000 to £17,000.
Again, what a lot of car for very little money. Now then, Tim.
Hello.
This is, this is very Margaret Thatcher-esque.
It is indeed. It is indeed.
Very special.
You're showing your age now, Jim.
Yeah, my dad told me. It's a Rover P5B Coupe.
That's the one.
This is the one to have. So tell me about this.
Yeah. So this is supercar, isn't it? It's in great nick. Obviously dark blue with the silver top, chrome alloys. It's just a great looking car. Very period set of 60s, 70s. Very rakish, actually. 77,000 miles on this one. Guide is somewhere between 10 and 12,000 pounds. Yeah,
and it looks completely standard.
It looks great, doesn't it? You've got the glorious Rover V8 up front, and these things could handle as well. A bit like power sliding a grandfather clock, I'm sure, but pretty good actually on the roads, and keeps up with modern day traffic, no problem whatsoever.
It is, and George brought this car in, and I think he's done exceptionally well to find this car. And he did tell me this morning that the gentleman's had the car ceramic coated, and when you look at it, the condition of the bodywork and the shine and the depth, I can see he probably has. It's lovely. Beautiful, beautiful car, this.
Yeah. So, Jim, you're the similar age to me. You'll remember in the 2000s, Vectras were everywhere, weren't they? They were everywhere. But when was the last time you saw one?
Well, it was a while ago. But if you're a similar age to me, I think one of us is telling lies. But anyway.
Moving on.
Well, here we have a Vauxhall Vectra SRI estate. Now, that was rare in the day. It's even rarer now. And it's in bright red. I think it was called Carmine Red.
Right.
I could be wrong.
Right.
These are fabulous machines. This is great. I drove this yesterday and I was pleasantly surprised. No rattles, no squeaks. Does everything you wanted to do.
They're well built, weren't they? They were well built.
And it's got a little bit of performance about it.
Yeah. About 140 brake, 2-litre engine, 16 valve.
Way ahead of the time. Way ahead.
Nice.
It's just a good looking car. It's got little marks here and there, which you'd expect for its age.
Yeah.
But, you know, find another one of these, and I believe it's no reserve.
It is indeed. Yeah, no reserve.
Wowee, what a car.
So here's a car, Jim, that I really lusted after in the 70s. I quite like a Capri, but this is a Capri 3-litre.
Ooh.
So it's a 3-litre GT XL, which is a trim spec on it.
And it's a Mark 1 as well.
And it's a Mark 1 with the vinyl roof in the gold. It's in really good condition. 70,000 odd miles on this one, Jim. MOT through to March next year.
Wow.
So it's a really, really nice car in really good condition. You'll remember these as well.
Back to the age thing again.
Back to the age thing again.
I do. And do you know what's nice about this is the fact that it's MOT'd when it doesn't need to be.
Yeah.
When someone's MOT'd a car that's exempt, that gives you an idea of how it's being kept and looked after. And this is lovely.
Yeah.
Great car.
Price-wise, 15 to 17 on this one, Jim.
Wow.
Nice.
And they're definitely up and coming. I mean, the fast Fords, RS Turbos, X3s, RS 2000s, they're becoming very, very, very expensive. And the Capri is the next logical one to go.
It is.
And like you, I lusted after them back in the day. And for me, I'd rather have a Capri than one of the XRs. But that was my choice.
Cool. Brilliant. Something right up your street here, Jim. E36 BMW.
Yes, this takes me back. This is a very special one, by the way. It's only done 18,000 miles. It's had 2 lady owners. All the MOTs back up the mileage. It's been serviced, more so on mileage and time, but there's 5 or 6 services with it. The colour is called Samoa Blue.
Nice.
Now, back in the day, it was one of those colours that was a bit out there. in the mid to late 90s. It was like, ooh, what's all that about? Which makes it exceptionally desirable today, which is often the case. The car is completely factory standard. It's unmolested, except, and this isn't molesting, by the way, it's had blue leather fitted to it. Now, again, this was a thing back in the day. BMW leather was very, very expensive, and a lot of dealers fitted the leather retro, as I used to do. So that's what's happened to this. Nothing wrong with that. It's perfectly fine, but what a great colour combination.
Lovely, isn't it?
It's beautiful. And the hood is blue. The hood works as it should, does everything it's meant to do. The car drives amazing. It's just had a fresh MOT, so it's good to go and enjoy. But with 18,000 miles, I don't think there'll be another one like this.
No.
I really don't.
And how much will buy this one then?
This has a estimate. I think it's going to be somewhere between 10 and 11.
Right.
But again, it's pennies when you think about what this car is. Can you spend less than £12,000, let's say, on a sports car with German engineering and reliability and the class?
Yeah,
I don't think you can.
And the mileage.
And the mileage.
Nice.
Now then,
yes.
I know this came in late last night, but tell me all about it.
Yeah. So it's an early 70s little MG Midget, classic British sports car, little two-seater, 1275 A-series engine on the bonnet. This one's got some nice chrome wires, I've noticed.
Hasn't it? Yes.
And it's not in bad nick. There's one or two little things on it, but overall, for the age, it's a really usable little classic, this one.
And the interior is lovely as well.
Yeah.
Very clean and tidy.
£7,000 estimate.
Really?
So not a huge amount of money.
No.
Got some nice upgraded seats as well, by the looks of it.
It has. And it's got the boot rack. It's got the sports mirrors.
Yeah, it looks the part, doesn't it?
I like this car.
Yeah,
it's very nice.
Nice.
Right, Tim, this is a very palatial place to be.
It's lovely, isn't it, Jim? All the leather and wood and chrome you could ever wish for. It's an early 60s Wolseley 699. So it means you get the benefit of the 3-litre 6-cylinder engine up front from the Austin Healey.
Wow.
So it actually gives it a little bit of go.
Performance,
It's got a little bit of go. This one's in particularly decent nick. It needs one or two bits on the outside, but overall, considering its age, it's nice.
You used the word patina, but it would be a shame to do anything to it, I think, because it's just nice.
It's lovely. The owner as well drove it here 240 miles from his home.
Really?
So obviously, it would appear to be a reliable car. But yeah, it's a nice thing. Lots of paperwork with it, and guided somewhere between £9,000 and £10,000.
I believe. I do like it because it's the colour combination as well with the red leather. Back in the day, as we say, this would have been up there with Jaguars.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, rarer, I guess.
Definitely rarer. It's one of only a few left on the road now.
I think it's 24.
24 left on the road.
I was told there's left on the road.
Yeah.
Or there's 24 left. Whether they're all on the road, I very much doubt. But there's 24 left.
Only a few left.
Only a few.
And this one's showing just under 50,000 miles as well, which we understand is genuine.
Wow. Well, looking at the interior and the condition,
you kind of guess
you
that.
kind of could believe that.
Yeah, you could believe that. Yeah.
It's,
nice thing. Nice thing. So, Jim, this is a rare beast, a 200 SX.
Yes. I'm particularly attracted to this car because way back when this was on the market, the competitors couldn't get anywhere near it, as in its performance, as in its looks, as its extras. This car has done 92,000 miles. It's one owner from you. The gentleman hasn't driven it since 2021, but he was loath to part with it. But he's come to his, senses is probably the wrong word, but he's come to the conclusion that it has to go. But it's beautiful. It really is. It starts on the button, not a problem. New battery. It does need an MOT. There is a few little marks here and there, which you would expect. But you know what? Because of its originality, I wouldn't do it. The only thing with it was it has had a new engine.
Okay.
And these originally had a 1.8 engine. This has now got a 2-litre engine. But it's Nissan, it's all the same. It's just an upgraded version of.
Yeah.
And it was fitted in 2015 at a very, very expensive cost. But it's got it, it's in the paperwork, tells you all about it, but it's the colour, which incidentally is the colour that Nissan chose to use on their launch car. And this isn't their launch car, but it's the colour combination of. So the gentleman, when he bought it, Keith, and thank you very much, Keith, chose very well with this car. And like I say, you can say with confidence, because I went and met Keith, and he's a lovely chap. He is a little upset for this car to go, but somebody else can enjoy it. Well then, Tim, this looks an interesting car.
It is. It's a 1959 Frogeye Sprite, a rewarding restoration project for somebody. If anybody out there is interested, the registration number there is just on the bonnet. So the one thing to point out with this car is it's an all-steel one. So there's no fiberglass front end. It's all metal.
That's good news.
It's an epoxy primer at the moment.
Yep.
And it comes with a whole host of bits,
So
which
that's,
are all laid out here.
Is that everything or most?
Near enough, I would say. We've got 5 wheels, we've got the seats, we've got an engine block there, we've got the head, the exhaust, the gearbox, bits of steering, bits and bobs. Back axle, yeah, bits of trim, the front grille. I dare say there will be some bits missing.
Bound to be, but as you say.
I think the main parts are there.
Well, a lot of the hard work's been done already.
A lot of the hard work's been done, yeah. Obviously, it'll need flattening off.
Yeah.
It'll need some little repairs here and there, and then paint.
Yeah.
And then all putting it back together. So it's a nice little summer project for somebody.
It is.
And £5,000 will buy that.
£5,000 reserve. And it's very, very good that it's steel.
Yeah.
I know we keep saying that, but it's massively important. That's a steel body.
Yeah.
Well done.
Okay. So next up, we've got this lovely Porsche. And Jim, you know quite a lot about this car, don't you?
I do. Yeah, it's one of my things. It's a 944 turbo. That makes it rare. It's in a great colour. A lot of these Porsches were red, white, black.
Yes.
This is quite a classy thing, actually.
Yeah, yeah.
With an oxblood interior, so it's quite nice. The car has had a recent expenditure of about £6,000 to get it to where you see it today, and it is very nice, I have to say.
Yep.
I believe it's 10 to 12 as an estimate, and it's done about 90,000 miles showing on the clock.
Yes, yeah.
But condition-wise, this is very pretty.
It's nice, isn't it?
It's very, very nice, and again, I think the colour
just
makes it that a little bit different as turbos go. So, nice car.
And you got the MOT on this one, Jim, as well.
May next year, is it?
May next year.
So it's nearly a full MOT.
Yeah.
So,
Nice.
What's not to like? Right, Tim, come on, tell me all about this.
Yes, rare little thing this, Jim. Renault 4 pickup. Little 1.1 engine. It's a 1979 model, imported from France in 2023. Left hooker.
Yes.
64,000 kilometres showing on the clock. In overall, it's not in bad nick. It's 1 or 2 little marks and grazes and stuff, but
it's entitled
it's utilitarian. It's had a life.
Yes.
You've got this great low bay on the back here with this plasticky canvas top here. Just a very, very rare little thing.
It is. And the canvas top's in good condition.
It's not in bad nick at all.
It needs a bit of a clean, but it's in good condition.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Yeah, yeah. And price-wise, £5,000-ish, we'll probably buy that. So not a huge amount of money for a rare little thing.
And it has a purpose.
Indeed. Indeed it does.
Nice.
Nice early 70s Saab here, Jim.
It is. I think it's on an L plate, so it's a 72, 73. It's a 99L, two-door, in white.
Okay.
A, it survived, which is brilliant.
Yeah,
Two,
amazing.
it's rare in white. The interior is very nice.
Yes.
And it starts.
And it
but it has been stored for a wee while.
Yeah.
Now, this is something our dear friend Mr. Cowlands would get quite excited about, because he's got to think about Saabs.
All right. Okay.
Each to their own. But this, it's great.
Yeah.
You could drive it as it is.
Yeah.
It's got great patina, or you could restore it. But personally, I'd keep that as it is.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Nice bit of patina. Tax and MOT exempt, of course.
Yes, absolutely.
Over 40 years old.
So a bit of recommissioning, do what you need to do with it. But do you know what?
Yeah.
Fun car.
And no reserve.
And no reserve, even better.
One. Yeah.
So, Mr. Cowland, get your purse out. Right, Tim. This is,
a whole heap of orange early 70s gloriousness.
Back to our youth.
Indeed, yeah. I like a Capri. Mark 1 facelift, Jim.
Yes.
Early 70s, 1600. I think it's got various XL and GXL bits on it. Got the chrome embellishes on the wheels, the vinyl roof.
Yes.
It comes with an extra pair of doors, this one.
Yes, I've seen them.
You've seen those?
Yeah, I've seen those.
I've also noticed inside there's a windscreen and looks like a rear louvre, which is quite rare these days, I think.
Well, it's very of the time, wasn't it?
Very of the time.
Very of the time, yes.
It's been off the road for a while, doesn't start, doesn't run, but I think for anybody looking for a project, then great. Especially, it's no reserve as well.
Yeah, and as we said earlier on with the other Capris are now becoming on their way up now. So this is probably a wise purchase for somebody.
Yep.
Spend a bit of time with it, spend a bit of money on it, and you've got yourself a nice Capri.
Definitely.
A Mark 1, which is important because the first of anything is always the one to have.
Nice low owners as well, Jim.
Is it one owner?
Yeah, so the first owner had it from 73 to 76.
Yeah.
And then the second owner had it since then.
Wow.
So, but it's been off the road for a while.
Well, that's great history, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's great history
and
for a car.
And it has got a lot of hit paperwork with the car as well. Previous MOT certificates, V5, and some other bits and bobs as well.
So a 2-owner car,
Yeah.
1972-73,
Yeah.
and it's a Mark 1 Capri.
Yeah.
How good's
Ticks
that?
a lot of boxes, doesn't it?
It does.
Ticks a lot of boxes.
Right, Tim, between you and Lucy, if you can tell me about this.
Yeah, okay. Being upstaged by Lucy the dog. So this is the 97-98 R-Reg Merc 180C
Right.
Auto.
Right, okay.
Just over 90,000 miles, comes with an MOT. It's a no reserve car. It needs a little bit of tidying, but these Mercs, you know, if they're looked after, they do go on forever, don't they, Jim?
They do, and it would make a great starter classic for somebody
Great
because you
starter
get cheap
classic.
insurance, great
Absolutely.
supply of parts, and it is a
Absolutely.
Mercedes.
Absolutely,
So,
absolutely.
ideal for somebody.
Ideal for somebody.
Yeah.
So, Jim, an E30 BMW right up your street.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
And this one is very special because it's a 318 E30 Lux Pack 2-door body shell. Now, the Lux Pack had these wheels, it had a slightly different interior trim than standard, and it had the sport steering wheel. So, looking at the car, it's got the manual sunroof as well. Looking at the car, which works.
Yeah.
Looking at the car, this is factory standard.
Okay.
Other than a radio that's missing, but that's a personal choice. This car is very much as it left the factory all those years ago. So, yes, it's a no reserve car.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a project, but it's a great place to start from, as it can only get better. Now, as we all know, prices of E30s are,
Yeah. Do well.
yeah, and this would be a
Doing well.
great, great daily driver. It really, really would. Spend some money on it, give it
Yeah.
a bit of love. This will be a great, great, great car.
Yeah.
So, I think that's everything. Have you
That's
seen everything?
over the course of the last few weeks, Jim. That's everything. Yeah. Yeah.
So you've seen all the cars. The auction starts at 10 o'clock on the 25th, which is Saturday, with the motorbikes. And what will happen then is the cars will kick in at 11:30ish, and then it'll be a great day. There's some wonderful cars, there's some wonderful motorbikes, there'll be some great people here. Come and join us. For more information, www.manorparkclassics.com, or just give us a ring. Our open days are Wednesday, Thursday and Friday of next week, so you're more than welcome to come and join us and have a look at the cars and the bikes
Yeah.
in the flesh.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll see you soon.
See you soon.